Hey, how are you? It's Jean, and I am here to tell you that I'm the creator of the Raising Motivated Learners Facebook community. I'm also the founder of the Rethink Learning Academy, also creator of this page, helping kids with learning. So lots of learning going on, right? And it's summertime is perfect time to get some of those skills down that without the kids realizing that they're learning something. For instance, we were talking about working memory on Tuesday. Today I'm going to talk about following directions. Why can't my kids ever follow directions? Why do I have to repeat myself over and over again? And how come they don't ever complete a task, right? What is going on, right? Okay, so we started talking about what's missing in our education system last time, and that actually prepares us for our future. Yeah, I mean, we learn things like math, science, social studies, all that, and that's what we can learn, but we don't know how to learn. And following directions really is important. It's important in every day of our lives. Following directions on how to get someplace, or if you go into a store and you ask where something is and they give you directions to where it is, you want to remember that, right? And you want to be able to use that. For our kids, you give directions to your kids, and go and hang up your towel, and go upstairs and do whatever, and you have like a string of things you want your child to do, and you never next thing you know, you see that towel on the floor right next to you. It never got to where it was supposed to go. So you're wondering, like, what is going on? Are they purposely doing this? No, they are still grappling probably with language. Sometimes we don't understand the language that's being spoken to us. Maybe sometimes we don't understand. We're not processing quickly. We have maybe slowly processing. Maybe we are tired right at the time. So, hi, Melissa. And then, other times we're distracted and we're not focused on what is being told to us or being said to us, or even your kids are not focused on what you're saying. So they're thinking about something totally different, and you give them an instruction or a direction, and they're just, it just didn't really go into their brain, so to speak, because they are thinking about so many other things, right? So, some of us have trouble following directions. I know sometimes when something is said to me or someone tells me, go here, turn left, turn right, and whatever. And I'm trying to see, because for me, I do a lot of visualization. So I see myself going to the next stop sign or red light, turning left, and then right. And if they give me the directions too quickly, I forget them, because I'm still in my mind stepping myself through those directions. And when I can see them and know what is there, where to turn, it makes it a lot easier for me. So sometimes directions are given too quickly, and we don't have that time to process them. So there's lots of different reasons, but oftentimes, we're kind of wondering, like, I told my child 3 times to do this and they still haven't done it. So you're trying to think about and explore, like, why? What is it that's going on? A lot of it has to do with the age of our kids as well, and to how many directions we give them. Maybe we give them too many directions at one time, and they're still trying to remember that. Maybe we're yelling at them or calling it out really loudly, and we haven't caught their attention yet. So I have 3 things for us to think about, when you're giving instructions to your child. Number 1, ask for their attention. George, look at me. And you get right down on his level and you speak very quietly so that he has to focus. He has to tune in to what you're saying. And everything else is gone. He's focused on you, because you want to get their focus. You want to get their permission that you're going to speak to them, or at least let them know, I am wanting to speak to you. And you might get down on an eye-to-eye level, right where he can see you, and speak in a quiet voice so that you're gathering his attention. And then give him 1 instruction. After you get his attention from that quiet voice, give him 1 thing to do, okay? Not a multiple string, but 1 thing to do. Have him repeat it back to you. And if you know me and you've been in my community for a while, I would even go as far as have him see himself doing that 1 instruction, that sort of like a visualization of what he has to do. He could describe or tell you, how are you going to take your towel to the bathroom? What do you see? See yourself, taking the towel to the bathroom, and have him tell you and talk about going up the steps, walking down the hallway, hanging up the towel. So right now you're probably wondering, yeah, right, I don't have time to go through all those instructions and those steps. At first, what you want to do is you want to train this. Once you've trained your child to listen and tune in to what you're saying and to visualize what they're doing, then it becomes a lot easier. They just automatically do it. But you're in that training mode of training your kids how to focus and how to create an image is what's going on in their brain. They see themselves taking the towels, or they may think in words and they see the word towel, they see hanging up or whatever. Another suggestion is to use those visual cues, like, let's say, I want you to finish setting the table. And they're like, okay, what exactly does that mean? So you set one place setting. You talk to them and say, this is the plate, here's where the knife and the spoon goes, here's where the fork goes, and however it is that you want them to set it, and you're talking to them, describing what it is you want them to do, they're listening to you. Then you say, I want all the other places set just like this. You're like, great, I know what to do now. So your child goes around and doing the activity. So showing them exactly what you want them to do. And yes, it takes time because you're in that training mode, and that's beautiful, because the next time you say, set the table, then they're going to be even more likely to be able to do it. Or if they still need another instruction time, that's okay too. So training our kids is really what we do as moms, as we're growing up, as they're growing up, as we're training. And guess what? They're training us too. They're training us to capture their attention before you speak to them. Use a quiet voice so they're tuning in. And they're training us to give them one instruction at a time. And they're training us to show us visually what it is that you want us to do. So we are in training as well, right? Okay. So have fun. And this is the summertime, and really have a great time to work on these skills, because these are part of the executive function skills that our kids need to have to function in schools. Exactly what executive means is they can execute on whatever it is that the teacher's asking them to do. So we're working on these skills without actually looking at books or creating into an assignment or anything, or making it struggles for them. We're taking it very simplistically and working through each of those steps in a very simple manner. So be sure to like the page, Helping Kids with Learning. And, so you'll know the next time that I go live. And we always have room in the Raising Motivated Learners free Facebook group. So you can click that. But think the More button up at the top. You can click the blue button, and that should take you to the front door of the group. So, and answer some of the questions that are there, and we'll let you in. So anyway, I'm Jean, and I'm signing off. See y'all. Have a great weekend.